Welcome to course selection for Clahalia Secondary School, the 2023-24 school year.
Today you'll be getting all of the information you need to select your classes for next year. You will receive a paper copy of this course selection checkoff list, along with your customized course selection form with teacher recommendations. If you follow all of these steps, you will finish the tasks with ease. Have this handy during the presentation and follow along as we go. If you're unsure of what to do, refer back to this checkoff list and this Google slide presentation, which will be posted at your Class of Google Classroom.
Before we ask you to check your completed credits and identify what you still need for high school graduation, let's take a quick look at Washington State and Central Kitsap School District high school graduation requirements by subject area, as well as highlight the 3 non-credit requirements. To graduate from high school in the Central Kitsap School District, a student needs 4 credits of English, 3 credits of math that include Algebra 1, Geometry, and Algebra 2, or an approved 3rd credit, 3 credits of science. In particular, at least 2 of those credits must be lab sciences, 3 credits of social studies, 2 credits of fine arts, 1 credit may be replaced with a personalized pathway requirement or a PPR, 2 credits of world language. Those credits may also be replaced by a personalized pathway requirement depending upon a student's post-high school career and college goals. Also, 2 credits of health and fitness, which includes a half credit of health. In addition, students need 1 credit of career and technical education, known as CTE, as well as 4 elective credits. This brings the total to 24. The non-credit requirements that a student must complete include a high school and beyond plan that identifies a student's post-high school career and college plans, Washington State history coursework, as well as completion of a graduation pathway. Let's take a minute to separate out the requirements for graduating from high school from those for admission to a 4-year college or university after high school. College admission standards are generally greater than those that a student needs to accomplish for high school graduation. Minimum Washington State 4-year college admissions and standards include 4 years college preparatory English that emphasizes both literature and composition, 3 credits of math up through a minimum of Algebra 2, 3 credits of science, and 1 year each of biological, chemical, and physical science is emphasized. A math-based quantitative course during senior year or math beyond Algebra 2, 2 credits minimum of the same world language, and 1 credit or more of fine, visual, or performing arts or art appreciation coursework. It's important to point out that student athletes who plan to play college sports should consult the course catalog as well as the NC2A and NAIA websites for additional information. I also want to encourage students who are planning to go to an out-of-state or a highly selective college or university to check directly with that specific institution to make sure that you familiarize yourself with their high school requirements. For example, the University of California public college system does require that all applicants have a minimum of 3 years credit in the same world language.
When selecting your classes, it's super important, if you want to graduate on time, to pay attention to what specific type of credits you need for graduation. Here I will explain how you can track your current status and what credits you still need. First, log into PowerSchool through ClassLink, like you would as if you were checking your grades. Then, select Grade History on the menu on the left-hand side of the screen. After after you click on the Grade History menu link, you will select View Graduation Plan Progress in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. This report shows all of your graduation requirements and where you are in your progress towards graduation. This is an example of a 10th grade student. Depending on your grade level, you will have differing levels of progress. The dark green shows the classes you've passed and completed. The light green shows the classes you are currently in, but because this semester isn't over, it doesn't show as completed, but rather in progress of completing. You can see the total number of credits needed in each subject area and how many you've completed. If you want to know what specific class you took that met that requirement, you can click on the requirement subject area on the left-hand side to expand. As you select your courses for next year, you will want to work in classes that fit into the subject areas where you still have white showing on the bar graph. Take a look at the green, light green, and white bar graphs on the right side. For example, this 10th grade student has not met their world language requirement, so they should sign up to take a world language next year. They also need to get in some PE or fitness classes and some fine arts. Subjects like English, math, social studies, and science will already be required for you to select on your course selection form. And as a reminder, some non-4-year college-bound students may replace 2 credits of world language and 1 credit of fine arts with other classes more applicable to their career path by filling out a personalized pathway requirement or PPR form with their counselor. If you are wondering if a PPR form is the right option for you, please talk with your counselors at lunches in the upcoming weeks and we'll fill out that form together. At the bottom of this list, you can see where you are at with non-credit graduation requirements, like a graduation pathway, your high school and beyond plan, and Washington State history, which most of you took in 8th grade. There are many ways students can meet a graduation pathway. The most common is by taking and passing the English and Math SBA. Each year, you do a part of your high school and beyond plan with Mr. Miles, so that won't be completed until your senior year. Your counselor will help track these graduation requirements. However, it is important you know what it takes to get that diploma at graduation.
Hey, Eagles. Hey, Eagles. Mr. Miles here. As a reminder, if you are in high school, we have created a high school and beyond plan. Most of you, when we did it, took a picture of it and you have it stored on your phone. But if you need a copy of that, come down to the SSC. Mrs. Haydock or myself can pull that out for you if you want to use that as a reference as you plan your high school coursework.
Now that you've checked your individual graduation credit status, as well as your high school and beyond plan in voice, it's time to dig a little deeper into the Klahowya course catalog. The course catalog is our primary tool for all things related to coursework, credits, and programs that are available to Klahowya High School students. In the course catalog, you'll find detailed class descriptions, links to specific class videos that teachers have prepared, information about the duration of a class, whether it's semester or year long, the subject area or type of credit, any prerequisites, those would be classes that or levels that a student must achieve prior to entry into a given class, as well as any unique credit opportunities associated with that class. This is a sample of an individual class description inside the Klahowya course catalog. You can see on the left that the course ID and grade levels to which this class is open are included. At the top is the course title, and directly below that, a note is included if dual credit, whether it be AP, college in the high school, or CTE dual credit, is available for that course. Over on the right-hand side, you'll see the duration of the class, its credit value, and if available, there'll be a blue link to a specific class video prepared by the teacher of that course explaining the course content and study. Prerequisites are listed directly below the course title, followed by details and specific topics of study within the course. Counselors have compiled a list of questions that each high school student should consider before choosing their courses for next year. For each class, ask yourself, does the class have a prerequisite course that I must take first? Is it a strong match for my interests and career or college plans? Is it recommended by my current subject area teacher as a good fit for my skills and abilities? Am I adequately challenging myself with this particular class? Will the expected workload of this class balance with my other core subjects and outside life responsibilities? And finally, is the class a good fit for my work ethic and my career plans? It's important to consider balance when choosing your courses. We emphasize that a student is going to want to take more challenging and rigorous classes in those areas where they either have a strong preference or passion, or that course area is a good fit for their intended college and career plan. The decision to enroll in dual credit, honors, advanced placement, or college in the high school courses is an individual decision based on a combination of factors that you will want to review with your parent guardian as well as your current teachers. If you are considering application to an outside program like West Sound Technical Skills Center or Running Start at Olympic College, please remember to follow the specific eligibility criteria and application timelines for that program. More information about our partnership programs can be found on the Klahowya Dual Credit section of the SSC webpage. It's important that you feel comfortable about your course selections for next year. We recommend that if you have further questions about a specific class, that you talk with either your current teacher for that subject matter or a teacher within that department so that you can get clarification about the best course options for you. It's also important to discuss your class options with your parents or guardians and get their signature on your course selection sheet. Counselors will also be available over the next few weeks to further assist you with answering questions and clarifying your course choices. On Wednesday, March 22nd, we will be hosting a Navigating High School and Dual Credit Information Night at Klahowya from 6 to 8 p.m. Counselors will be roaming Academy classrooms the week of March 14th through 20, and counselors will provide question and answer time during the high school lunches, first and third lunches, on March 15th, 20th, and 22nd.
Okay, now at this time, teachers, you can pause this lesson to pass out the individualized course selection forms for each student. Students, if for some reason in the next few weeks you happen to lose this form, please swing by the Student Service Center to get another copy of your individualized form. All right, now we're going to go over how to fill out your course selection form. Right here I have an example of a 9th grade course selection form. Your form will be for the grade you're going to be in for next year. At the top of this form will be your name. This form is custom to you and have some very specific teacher recommendations in the gray boxes next to each subject area. Over the past few weeks, teachers have been collaborating and communicating course recommendations for each of their students based on their skills, abilities, efforts, and your college or career path. If you have questions about a specific teacher recommendation, speak directly to that teacher that you have for that subject area. to find out, why did you recommend me for this? And have a conversation to make sure that's the right class for you. Teachers know you pretty well. They know our classes and the curriculum, and we really want to match you to the classes that are a good fit for you. So a teacher recommendation is just that, is a suggestion or an advisement, but please take them into consideration when you select your classes. All right, also note at the top of this page is the date that you will be entering your selections into Power School. So for 9th graders, you're going to be entering these into Power School, or current 8th graders, excuse me, you'll be entering these into Power School on March 27th. This means this form needs to be completed that day, including parent signatures at the bottom. Also at the top of this page are some resources for you. We have everything related to course selection on our Klahowya website at that bit.ly KSS course selection. And then also our course catalog link is at the top as well, where you can find descriptions of the courses and videos. Okay, when you're starting to fill out this form, please use a pencil. There are a lot of things to consider, and you may change your mind as you talk with parents, guardians, teachers, counselors, and others who are helping you through this process. So use a pencil so you can change it if you need to. All right, 6 is the magic number. You want to select 6 units. So as I'm a 9th grader, as I'm filling out my 9th grade course selection form, actually I'm an 8th grader and I'm filling out my next year 9th grade course selection form, I'm going to select English, Social Studies, Math, and Science, and I'm going to look at what my teachers recommended. So I'm going to pick Honors Freshman English because my teacher thought I would be really good for that, and that's kind of an area I'm good at. I'm going to pick Ancient Civilization. Notice that's a half a unit. Then I'm going to select Math. I'm in, my teacher recommended Algebra 1, so I'm selecting that. And then my teacher recommended Biology, so I'm also selecting that. And notice health is marked off for half a credit. So in that top section with your required classes, those equal 4 units. So I've already selected 4 units. I need to pick 2 more of the electives in the bottom half of the form. So all your elective credits need to add up to 2, including your alternates. So alternates are really important. These are your backups in case you can't get into the elective choices that you wanted, your first choices. So if I picked 2 credits of electives or 2 units of electives, I need to pick 2 units for alternates. So in the end, you want all of your units to add up to 6 total units.
Now that you have the correct grade level course selection form with your name and customized teacher recommendation, let's take a look at the back side. Parent guardian should sign your course selection sheet, and if you are taking honors, advanced placement, or college in the high school courses, it's also important that a parent or guardian and the student also sign the agreement on the back of the form. Our expectation is that when a student enrolls in a year-long class, they will stay in that class throughout its duration. Current 8th graders will be entering their course selections within their science classes on Monday, March 27th. Current 9th graders on Tuesday, March 28th, within their English classes. 10th graders on Wednesday, March 29th, in English classes. And current 11th graders will be registering for senior year classes on Thursday, March 30th, in their English classes. In case you have any additional questions about 2023-24 course selection process, we'd like to remind you that on Wednesday, March 22nd, please attend Navigating High School presentation from 6 to 7 p.m. and the following dual credit information night from 7 to 8 p.m. in the KSS auditorium. As a reminder, counselors will be heading through Academy classrooms during the week of March 14th through 20th to answer student questions, as well as be available for your questions and individual items during first and third lunches, March 17th, 20th, and 22nd. After finishing this presentation, please consider jotting down any questions you might have so that you can catch one of your counselors at Academy or lunches.
Your counseling team is excited to support you through the course selection process. Ms. Langeth, I serve students, high school students with the last names A through L. Ms. Barnum serves students in high school with the last names M through Z. And hey, 8th graders, Mr. Lance is currently your counselor. But as we prepare for next year, please direct your course selection questions to your new high school counselor, either Mrs. Langeth or Ms. Barnum. And Mr. Miles, he's our career guy, and he helps all students with their future planning. He also will be serving students who are attending West Sound Tech. We also have Mr. Marshall. He's a pretty cool dude that helps our kids with social emotional areas. All right, we are here to help you prepare for next year and would love to answer any questions you have. Unfortunately, we do not have enough time in our day to have individual appointments with each student. So we have some opportunities for you to ask us questions. We will be out at lunches on March 17th, 20th, and 22nd. We're also going to be roaming academies throughout the next 2 weeks and pop into your academy classes so that you can ask your questions then. So write them down and we will answer them when we come around to your academy classes. Also, don't forget we have Navigating High School, especially recommended for our current 8th graders, and also dual credit information night on Wednesday, March 22nd. So if you have more questions, please feel free to attend that night as well. Now you are all set to select your classes for next year. Use your checkoff list and refer back to this presentation that can be found at bit.ly/KSS course selection or on your Class of Google Classroom. Go Eagles!